On one side is Nvidia, the undisputed king of GPUs. On the other is Amazon, the company that quietly turned cloud computing into a money printing machine and now wants to do the same with AI chips. For the last 2 years, everyone from Twitter threads to TV pundits had repeated the same line: AI is a bubble and this will crash like .com. They said the AI revenue wasn't matching the investment. But while the bubble talk got louder, the biggest companies on earth were not slowing down. They were doubling down on the part of AI that actually matters: agentic AI, system that can act, decide, and learn on your behalf. Agentic AI is brutally hungry for compute. Training frontier models and then running millions of agentic workflows needs enormous clusters of GPUs. And that's where Amazon's latest moves come in. Amazon launches Trainium 3, its next generation AI chip designed for training large models at massive scale. Trainium 3 is AWS fast 3 nm AI accelerator and can be deployed in Trainium Ultra servers with up to 144 chips, supporting 1 million plus tokens agentic workflows. According to Amazon's, Trainium 3 can deliver around 4.4 times higher training performance than the previous generation, while being up to 50% cheaper per unit of compute for training workloads. For investors, those numbers sounds like magic. More performance, less cost at hyperscale. No surprise, investors reacted fast. Amazon stock tickled upward, but here is the twist. This isn't Amazon's first attempt. Amazon launched Trainium 1, then Trainium 2, and neither of them put a dent in Nvidia's market share. In fact, despite big marketing and impressive spec on paper, the global AI community still flocked to one name: Nvidia. So, what's the difference this time? Is Trainium 3 really a challenger, or is Amazon quietly playing a very different game? This is the story of Silicon Wars. To understand Trainium 3, go back to how Amazon operates. In retail, Amazon started by burning cash. It offered low price, fast shipping, and convenience that forced traditional retailers like Target, Walmart, and Best Buy to rethink their entire business models. Margins were thin, profits were thin, and critics mocked the company for never making money. Then came AWS. What started as an internal project to manage those Amazon's own infrastructure became a product. By 2023, AWS alone was generating tens of thousands of billions of dollars in annual revenue, with operating margin far higher than the retail side. AWS became Amazon's profit engine, the cash cow funding everything from logistics to Alexa to robotics. Now, Amazon is trying to repeat the trick with AI chips. Instead of buying GPUs from Nvidia at high margins, Amazon wants to own the silicon that powers its cloud. The logic is simple: control the hardware, optimize the software stack around it, sell that combination as a service through AWS. Trainium and his cousin Inferentia are the silicon layer of this strategy. But replacing Nvidia isn't just replacing a retail store. It's not just about hardware. To see why this is hard, look at how Nvidia built its empire. Originally, GPUs were made for gaming, drawing 3D graphics on screens. But GPUs has a secret superpower. They could perform thousands of small operations in parallel, perfect for matrix multiplication, the core math behind neural networks. Nvidia saw this early and created CUDA, a software platform that lets developers program GPUs for general purpose compute. CUDA wasn't just a driver, it became an ecosystem: libraries for deep learning, tools for scientific computing, integration with frameworks like PyTorch and TensorFlow. Over time, virtually every popular AI framework became CUDA first. Want to train a model? Almost all the examples, tutorials, and production pipelines assumes Nvidia's GPU plus CUDA. That's how Nvidia turned a graphic company into a default infrastructure layer of modern AI. And while Nvidia was compounding CUDA's lead, traditional CPU players suffered. Intel, once the unquestioned king of data centers chip, watched the most profitable growth, AI training, move away from their CPUs to GPUs. Its process delays, product missteps, and slow GPU strategy meant that by the time AI boom hits, Nvidia wasn't ahead. It was in different league. So When people say AI killed Intel's growth, what they mean is the entire AI software ecosystem chose CUDA plus Nvidia and Intel never caught up. This is the first big problem for Trainium 3. Nvidia doesn't sell chip, it sells a full integrated stack: CUDA, CUDNN, TensorRT, optimized libraries, developer tools, debuggers, performance profilers, a massive community of engineers trained on their ecosystem. Most AI companies, startups, and giants are optimized for this stack. Switching away isn't just hardware change, it's a workflow and talent change. Even if Trainium 3 is 4.4x faster than Trainium 2 and cheaper per unit, the question most teams ask is not, is the chip faster, but will my model run, scale, and integrate with minimum friction? On that front, Nvidia still has a deep advantage. Now add another layer, NVLink. As the models get larger, training them doesn't just depend on individual chip speed. It depends on how fast chips can talk to each other. You need to share gradients, parameters, and activations across thousands of accelerators in real time. NVLink is Nvidia's high-speed interconnect that lets multiple GPUs act like a one giant logical GPU. It dramatically increases bandwidth between chips compared to traditional PCIe. From DGX systems to massive data center racks, Nvidia is building GPU pods where every GPU is connected via NVLink. Memory is pulled and shared efficiently. Software is tuned to this topology. The result? Training frontier scale models become much easier on Nvidia's tightly integrated hardware plus interconnect plus software combo. This creates an uncomfortable reality for rivals. If cloud providers want access to the latest Nvidia GPU in Nvidia's optimal configuration, then often have to adopt Nvidia's reference architectures, including NVLink based system that pressures alternative chip makers like Amazon with Trainium, Google with TPUs, Intel with Gaudi, Qualcomm with AI accelerator to prove not just raw performance but equivalent cluster level scalability without NVLink's magic. In other words, Nvidia isn't just defending with CUDA, it's locking in the future with NVLink based AI supercomputers. So where does Trainium 3 fit? Trainium 3 is Amazon's attempt to carve out space inside this Nvidia dominated world, but the goal may not be to beat Nvidia everywhere. Instead, Amazon can win in platform game. Instead of forcing all AI workloads to run on Trainium, Amazon is building hybrid stack, letting customers choose between Trainium and Nvidia GPUs and even combining them. In 2025, AWS announced plans to integrate Nvidia's NVLink fusion technology into future chips like Trainium 4, enabling high bandwidth connection between different processors in large AI clusters. And there is one final piece to this puzzle, the software. Amazon has invested 4 plus 4, that is 8 billions into Anthropic, the maker of Claude. Unlike OpenAI, which is burning cash, or Google, which is struggling with identity, Anthropic is laser focused on enterprise and profitability by 2026. By optimizing Claude to run specifically on Trainium chips, Amazon creates a closed loop. Amazon isn't alone in this strategy. Google built TPUs, its own line of tensor processors, tightly integrated with Google Cloud and its AI tooling. Google's chips are tuned for products like Gemini and for customers who want to train models using JAX or TensorFlow in Google's environment. Microsoft partnered deeply with Nvidia but is also investing in its own custom accelerators and supporting chips from other vendors. However, much of the Microsoft's early AI scale, especially with OpenAI, still relies heavily on Nvidia. Each of these giants is trying to balance two things: use Nvidia to stay competitive today, grow their own silicon to reduce dependency and improve margin tomorrow. Nobody wants to be permanently at the mercy of Nvidia's pricing, but nobody can walk away from Nvidia's ecosystem overnight either. Even with impressive numbers, Trainium 3 faces serious obstacles. Developers still prefer Nvidia's CUDA ecosystem because of tooling and familiarity. Nvidia's hardware roadmap, including Blackwell, Rubin, and future generations, continues to push performance forward. Integrating hybrid stack like NVLink requires careful engineering and ecosystem support. So, where does that leave Amazon's Trainium 3? It is less a Nvidia killer and more a strategic move to reduce AWS dependency on Nvidia, to improve margin on AI workflows, to pull in customers who prioritize cost efficiency and deep AWS integration. In the short term, Nvidia's CUDA and NVLink ecosystem will likely shield its GPUs from being disrupted outright. But the long-term question is far bigger. Does AI infrastructure remain a single crown kingdom ruled by Nvidia, or does it evolve into a multipolar empire where Amazon, Google and others carve out their own territories? Only time will tell. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. It really helps keep the YouTube algorithm happy. See you again in the next one. Bye.